Every rebellion, Madame Eloise taught, begins with a man forgetting his purpose. And every correction begins with a woman remembering hers. A husband's pride must never outgrow her patience. That evening, we attended a dinner hosted by my aunts, the women who once studied under Madame Eloise herself, the laughter echoing like the rhythm of a command. Adrian's eyes scanned the room, and I watched realization bloom across his face. Every male relative, husbands, brothers, even sons, moved quietly, instinctively, responding to a raised hand or a nod from the women. The room was perfectly balanced, yet unmistakably led. He saw my family lineage in motion, the unbroken thread from Bellevere to now. Leadership woven into every gesture, discipline hidden behind every smile. And for the first time, I think he began to understand. I am not an exception. I am a continuation. His thoughts were deafening. Later that night, when the house grew quiet, he found his voice again.
It's too much, Charlotte. You decide everything. Even the air feels like it moves when you do.
I turned to face him, calm, unshaken. You have a say, Adrian. You say yes. That's your power. Use it well. He flinched, half in anger, half in confusion. Men think submission weakens them. But at Bellevere, we learn the truth. Devotion makes them complete. I reached for the heirloom hairbrush, its polished wood gleaming under the low lamplight. He swallowed hard. You've forgotten your rhythm. Let's remind you. Later that evening, I summoned Adrian to the Red Room. The walls glowed faintly under the amber sconces, velvet curtains drawn tight. The air carried something heavier, more deliberate. He stood at the threshold, uncertain, his eyes flicking between me and the chair at the center of the room. Men rarely recognize the moment before they kneel. It's the heartbeat between pride and clarity, the space where control is tested and reclaimed. Adrian, your mind wanders, your constant questions. That isn't the way of our home. He shifted, his jaw tightening.
I just want to understand. You keep things locked away, whispers, letters.
Because they're not for you to open. Adrian, you were given your own duties. I smiled faintly, stepping closer. That's why things stay perfect. I let my fingers trace the back of his neck, guiding him to kneel. His breath quickened. Defiance flickered and then faltered. The brush in my hand felt cool and familiar. The sound of each precise strike. My movements were deliberate, almost ceremonial. Between the brush and the silence, he found stillness again. This was Adrian's much-needed reset. It's never punishment. It's a correction. He doesn't cry out. He listens. He breathes. He remembers. That's how I know he still belongs to me. When it was done, I cupped his chin and lifted his gaze. Now, love, your curiosity, will you leave it alone?
Yes, Charlotte.
Hours later, I returned to find Adrian in my study. My journal lay open on the desk, pages filled with dates and influential names. His hand hovered over a page marked Madame Eloise's Great Design. Before he could turn it, I stepped behind him. Curiosity again, my love? I reached forward, closed the journal gently, and whispered near his ear. Some truths must be earned through obedience. He froze.
So, our dear Adrian has been snooping again. If he's growing bold, then perhaps it's time for a reminder. Not harsh, mind you, just enough to redirect his enthusiasm.
Adrian been testing me more. Small things, subtle choices. But I see it.
Then see it and act. A gentle correction now saves a storm later. You know the teachings, my dear. Discipline sometimes is necessary.
Her words sank in like a command, the kind Madame Eloise would have approved of. I nodded, understanding exactly what she meant. Yes, and soon, he'll find exactly what we want him to.